optimal scaling system. Okay. So what will happen at this stage, by the way, the revenue range for this could be anywhere between, let's suppose, 3 lakhs per month to 10 lakhs per month. I've seen agencies at a lot bigger scales as well go through this particular problem. But what will happen is once you unlock the capability to actually get more customers, okay, suddenly you will have a lot of leads, a lot of inquiries, right? So you will be in demand. You'll be like, okay, I finally cracked this. I'm the rock star now. I'm actually making 3 to 5 lakhs a month. Up now things are actually really, really good, right? So problem is you will start getting so many leads that you will start taking every Tom, Dick and Harry as a client. You will think that, okay, this person wants SEO, no worries, I will give this person SEO service. This particular person wants YouTube editing, no worries, I will actually do that. This person wants to run advertisement, no worries, I can even do that. What about LinkedIn content creation? I will actually do that as well. I can actually be the top voice of LinkedIn in a day, right? And make this person a superstar. So you will start taking projects left, right, and center. And as a result of this, the problem that will happen is your time will start going down. This means you will become the bottleneck of your agency, right? Because you're dealing with so many clients, right? And so many projects, and you have so many inquiries also coming in. And it's just not a very, very good position to be in, because you are very overwhelmed. While you might look successful in the books, but you really are not, because you have now created a business where you are sort of trapped in employment, and you are basically like a glorified freelancer with a bunch of helping hands trying to actually get you through. The other thing that happens is your complexity increases, because think about this, right? You have one client where you are working on, let's suppose, a YouTube marketing project. The other client that you might be working on is, let's suppose, paid advertisement project. Okay, what will happen is your time, bandwidth and resources, let's suppose, that will go into, let's suppose, creating a YouTube marketing strategy would be a lot different than when that same time, bandwidth and energy and resources will go into creating a Facebook ad strategy, or maybe running some sort of paid inbound ads or whatever, right? And this will become really, really difficult for you, because now you have to become a master in 2, 3, 4 different things. And if you yourself cannot become a master, then you will have to hire people who are already masters in all these platforms and all these skills, and that is very, very expensive to do. And at your current scale, if you start paying such heavy salaries, it will be very difficult for you to actually become profitable, right? And on the other hand, if you keep taking on so many projects and you actually keep operating in this bhujia mode that you have running in, right, where you have like this fruit salad of like different kind of clients and variety, you will always be overwhelmed and you will never be able to actually scale properly, because you are sort of going to be like jack of all, master of none. And that is why the recommendation to you at this point would be apply the rule of one. Okay, so this is the solution that I want to give to you, right? Apply the rule of one. Now, what exactly do I mean? If you want to simplify your agency, you want to create a simplified solution and a framework which will allow you to scale. Because remember, simple scales, fancy fails. Write this down: simple scales, fancy fails. Now, how do you go about doing this? Well, you have a look at all your clients and you have a look at all your offers. Okay, and you basically have a look at all the solutions. So when you apply the rule of one and you analyze all your clients, okay, write their name, write down how much revenue do they pay you, write down what exact problem you are solving for them, and write down how happy you are serving these particular clients. So for example, you have client Raj, Sham, okay, maybe you have Mohit, right? Or you have, let's suppose, Nancy, right? And then what you have is, let's suppose this particular client is giving you 1 lakh per month in revenue. This client is giving you 15K a month in revenue, right? And this particular client is giving you 50,000 in revenue, right? And let's suppose this client is giving you 15,000 a month in revenue. And the problem that you're solving for this particular person, let's suppose, could be maybe helping them with e-commerce, okay, performance advertisement, and this one with YouTube, this one maybe with Instagram Reels, maybe this one with some UI UX or web design, whatever, right? I'm just giving random examples completely. And let's suppose on a scale of 1 to 10, you feel like 10 out of 10 happiness working with Raj. You feel 8 over here, 6 over here, 3 over here, and maybe 7 over here. Okay. And you have this exact distinction in front of you. Okay. Now, how do you go about applying the rule of one? Well, option number one is you can keep doing what most agency owners do. They would keep serving more and more of these people, keep building more complex system. Then there would be an e-commerce agency. There will also be a YouTube agency. There will also be an Insta agency. There will also be a UI UX agency. And it's basically called a Faluda agency. Or what you can do is you can use the 80-20 rule, and you can see which is that one client which is paying me the maximum money, which is giving me the maximum happiness, and is also a area where I'm solving such a major problem, which has future growth and potential as well. And who is this particular client in this particular case? Well, if you're smart enough, guess what? It's Raj. So if I apply the rule of one, I could actually go about serving one client, which in this case would be, let's suppose, e-commerce store owners like Raj. Okay. I'm solving one problem, which is, let's suppose, e-com optimization with paid ads. Okay. And I'm giving them one solution, which is ads or performance marketing. And that's all, right? And just by doing this, I'm now able to actually simplify my marketing a lot. I could actually become one of the biggest agencies exclusively in this particular niche, because while all my competitors with 10 plus years of experience, budget, manpower, funding and whatnot are competing in this red ocean of all these generic clients that they're serving, I could actually become a specialist and, really differentiate myself from rest of the crowd. And guess what? I'll be able to win the battle, right? And the other benefit is my delivery and fulfillment part would be so systematized, because now I won't have to hire like 10 employees per different industries that I'm serving, per different problems that I'm solving for the different clients that I have. And the worst of all these other clients are not even paying me as much as Raj, right? And you might be thinking, but Rohan, if I say no to all these clients, my life would become very, very tough. I won't know how to actually go about actually getting new customers, which brings me to the stage one, which is what I told you. You need to be able to actually have sufficient demand coming to your business. Otherwise, you will always operate in scarcity mode, and you will keep picking everybody who is probably not the best fit for your services. And that's why you'll always remain desperate. But when you have a lot of demand coming in, you get in the position to pick and choose the kind of customers that I want. And if your business, let's suppose, you are doing 1 lakh over here, let's suppose 1,50,000, 1,75,000, and maybe let's suppose you are doing 2 lakhs. Now you could actually have 4 of these additional clients with Raj, 5 of these clients, or you could just have 2 Raj paying you 1 lakh a month, and boom, your revenue stays the same. And suddenly when you become better at doing this, you are able to now increase your demand to even more, so that you can charge 1.5 lakh for the same. And now if you are able to get 2 Raj type clients, boom, instantly you just increase your revenue to 3 lakhs a month from 2 lakhs a month, while actually having less complexity, while actually working with lesser people, while actually, really destroying your mind because you literally did not have the time bandwidth. And make a note of one important thing. This is the stage where your credibility would matter the most. Okay. If you take on more work than you can chew, right, what will happen? If one client is upset, they will put online a review or something, and guess what? Your entire actually cycle becomes slower, because now people are reading that review before making a purchasing decision. So be careful, worry about the quality, make sure that you're serving your best clients, and use the power of one to actually build this optimal scaling system so that you're ready before you take things to the next level. Make sense?